Insmart Variety is not a hard game, but if the rulebook isn't doing you justice, we've got you covered. Before we get into it, let's lay out the ground rules. Number 1. If you're out, you're out. Players who have been voted out don't get to rejoin in future rounds. They can only play again when the game starts again. This is also to say that win conditions like the sore losers won't be fulfilled if they got eliminated before their target. Number 2. Never show your cards. In Insmart, all the cards you get are secret and can't be revealed. This is both to protect your identity and to keep others guessing. The only time where you should reveal your cards is when you're voted out, since you're not doing anything with them. Number 3. The host's word is above all. If the host, that being the intelligence, decides to run with their own house rules, that's completely valid provided they're aware it's different than usual. Before the game begins, be sure to reshuffle all decks. That way, no one will have any idea what the order of the cards might be. Then, pass each player a roll. Remember, this is secret. After everyone has their rolls, the intelligence might come around to see which rolls each player has, but this is not required. Then, the host will have everyone lower their heads. Now, the host will be supplying the quirks of certain roles. For example, they'll have the office worker raise their head. Once they have, they'll secretly supply them with their goal. Another example, they'll have the sore loser raise their head, and they'll then have that player point at their target. After that's done, the game may begin. Pass each player 3 item cards. They will be using these when it's time to respond. After everyone has their items, the host will draw a scenario card and read it out loud. The host will choose how much time the players have to come up with a response. For the rules of responding, they must abide to the rules of their role. The only items that they can have on hand, meaning they don't have to retrieve it within a scenario, are the item cards they were given. The mime roll is an exception to this, not being able to have this privilege and always having to retrieve each item in the scenario. Note that nobody is required to use all items. They're just there to help you. After the time is run out, each player will read out their response one by one. This is the time where other players should be looking for clues. After everyone's finished reading their responses out, it's time to vote. The host will draw a card from the vote deck. This will be the role that the players must deduce who has it and try to vote them out. There is also the possibility that no player in the game has a specified role. Players can also vote for this. After the players have discussed for an amount of time that the host decides, they must choose who they vote. Whoever is given the most votes is eliminated from the game. Before moving on to the next round, check for the following conditions. If the one who is eliminated was the sore loser's target, and the sore loser is still in the game, the sore loser automatically wins. If the clown was voted out, and it wasn't a clown vote, the clown automatically wins. If there are only 2 players left in the game other than the host, the game ends there. But wait, what if the target role is the clown? Well, we call this a clown vote. This is where the clown is unable to win. Players will discuss and vote like normal, but their votes won't count the first time. They'll discuss again and vote again. If the clown is voted out in this case, they're eliminated like anyone else. On September 18th, 2025, Insmart Variety Deluxe Edition will be available on the Game Crafter for $50.99. If you wish to purchase it, scan the QR code on screen. If you wish to look at other versions of Insmart, visit justskeptic.itch.io.